Have you ever cut ties with your own twin? Growing up, my sister and I were always together. We were those twins who made people tilt their heads and say things like, "You two share a brain." And honestly, they weren't wrong. We had our language when we were little, some bizarre mix of gibberish and giggles only we understood. As teenagers, we didn't just finish each other's sentences, we started them too. We had this plan. Since forever, we'd buy houses side by side one day. Our kids would be best friends, and we'd grow old drinking coffee across the fence. Even as we grew into completely different people, that closeness stayed. I became the one with calendars and early bedtimes. She lived like every day was a last-minute adventure. But no matter how chaotic her life got, she always called me when she locked her keys in the car or needed help covering rent again. I never hesitated. I'd show up, even when it meant moving things around or picking up extra shifts. I thought it was just part of loving her. Things shifted the year I met James. He wasn't flashy. He was steady, a little quiet, always kind. He remembered how I liked my coffee and never raised his voice. For the first time, I felt like I could stop being the one holding everything together. I didn't expect her to love him, but I thought she'd at least be happy for me. Instead, she picked at him, said he had dead eyes, that his energy felt wrong. I laughed it off, tried to make excuses for her. Maybe she just needed time. Maybe she was scared she'd be replaced. But then there were the moments that felt off. A weird glance between them during dinner, her laughter at something he whispered that I didn't catch. Once I found them sitting outside, talking in low voices that stopped the second I stepped out. I told myself I was imagining things, that I was being paranoid, that they'd never cross that line. 3 weeks before the wedding, my friend Michelle called me out of the blue. Her voice was tight, like she was holding something back. She asked me to come over, said it was important. I remember sitting on her couch while she pulled up screenshots, messages, photos, my sister's name saved under a fake one in James's phone, dates, and times. The pieces started clicking together like puzzle pieces I didn't want to see. Every explanation I told myself shattered. I couldn't breathe. I went home and asked him directly. He didn't lie. His face fell in that slow, ashamed way that told me everything. I didn't even have to ask her. She showed up later that night like nothing was wrong. When I told her I knew, she didn't look guilty. She didn't cry. She crossed her arms and said, "I didn't think you'd find out." That sentence didn't come with an apology, just finality. The betrayal wasn't what hurt, but the fact that it had come to light. I canceled the wedding the next morning. My dress hung limp in the back of my closet like a joke that went too far. I packed a suitcase and drove until the road stopped at the ocean. I found a tiny place where the only noise was seagulls and my own thoughts. Her messages came in floods, apologies, anger, guilt, and silence. I read some and deleted most. After a while, I changed my number. It's been 5 years now. I've built something new here, a quiet life. People ask if I have siblings and I just smile and say it's complicated. They never press. Some mornings I still wake up and reach for my phone, ready to tell her something small, a dream, a dumb meme, something only she'd get. And then I remember, there's no going back from that kind of betrayal. Not when it's the one person who knew every version of you. Not when they chose to be the reason that version crumbled. I didn't just lose my sister. I lost the part of myself that believed we were unbreakable.